Welcome back to POWcast, everybody. I sit here and I keep telling y'all we're gonna bring y'all that good YouTube content, and I'm providing on my word. So we're gonna do something a little bit different this week on POWcast. I'm gonna give you my top 5 favorite horror films to watch on Halloween. In no particular order, this is what they are. First up on my movies is The Evil Dead. I was introduced to this film a little later on in life, back in high school, by a good friend of mine, Rob Schumacher. It is probably the movie that I watch on a religious basis now every Halloween. Starring the future king himself, Bruce the Chin Campbell. Shut up! Tons of practical effects, Sam Raimi's first film. Really great independent horror feature. Next one on the list is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I remember watching this movie when I was a kid on the Independent Film Channel, and I've always heard of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I never really knew what to expect. Then I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and holy shit. I couldn't sleep for days after I saw this film, especially the part where he's running around with the chainsaw, flailing around and like, it's still terrifying till this day because it's not really ending. You know, the good guys really didn't win, and Leatherface is still out there. Next move on my list is American Werewolf in London.
It's moving. It's circling us.
This movie was just creepy enough to have the right mix of horror and the right mix of comedy to make it an endearing cult classic. One of the scariest scenes, of course, when Jack and his friend are walking on the moors and the werewolf is circling them, leading to one of the most terrifying attacks in the entire film. Next move on my list is filled with 80s goodness, Fright Night. I saw this movie when I was a kid, and I still watch it till this day. The sick 80s soundtrack, the whole premise is kind of like Rear Window meets Bela Lugosi's Dracula. It's just fantastic and a great movie to watch on Halloween. And last but not least, I might get a little crap for this, but one of my favorite movies to watch every single Halloween is Jeepers Creepers. This movie has it all. It has an original killer. It has an original concept story. It has an original mythos about the whole character itself. And yet, you still don't understand where this guy comes from. How does he get these weapons? Where does he get this van? The dude has wings. Is off the chain, y'all. So there's my quick top 5 for Halloween films this year. I'm gonna kick over my boy John, who has his top 5. John?
It's Halloween, and being that's Halloween, let's do the generic thing and talk about some horror movies. Let's start with Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead features some of the best special effects in all of horror movies. It has one of my favorite characters, that'd be Bub, the zombie Bub. I think one of the reasons that I've always really liked Bub is that it's that symbolic effect that no matter which human traits someone might show, no matter what they might do, deep inside everyone is still just a bloodthirsty consumer, still just a zombie. So I've always appreciated that aspect of that movie. Let's stick with zombies and go with Return of the Living Dead. You got punk rock, you got zombies, you got oil monster, canisters, government interference, blowing things up. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Probably the first zombie movie I really got into as a kid. It's remained on my list for years, so definitely Return of the Living Dead. From there, let's go with John Carpenter's The Thing.
Clear! Clear.
I'm obviously a practical effects guy, and this movie is chock full of some of the best, if not the best, effects in horror movie history. Definitely a good watch. Always great around this time of year. Definitely great in cold weather. Anytime it's snowing, I've got to turn on the thing.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah, I'm good with it. So let's stick with that aspect. Alien. Haunted house story told in space. Love it. Classic. You never knew who was going to go next, especially the first time you watch it, but it's rewatch value, and the movies that came after it are all phenomenal. Super creepy factor. Love it. Can't go without that being in your library. Oh, and if I'm going to have to add one more, I'm going to have to add one more movie. One final horror movie must watch. Return of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, The Thing, Alien. Duh! Everybody needs a slasher in their list, right? Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Can't beat it. It's my favorite of the series. It has some of the best death scenes. Freddy's the man in it. The marionette puppet scene is timeless. That's great. The chick jumping through the TV, great scene. Starts off with a really chilling Edgar Allan Poe quote. Dreams, those little slices of death. How I love them. Love that quote. Love that movie. So yeah, top 5 horror movies from this guy. But you're not going to get through a setting with me without talking about at least one comic book. I hope you made it out to Halloween Comic Fest. I had a ton of fun. The shop that I visited, they had great promos. You know, anytime shops host these kind of things, I really hope you're taking a chance to make it out there. But, you know, they gave away a free copy of an Afterlife with Archie story, which was cool. But I was lucky enough to pick up Alan Roberts' Killogy, which features one of my favorite dudes in all of punk rock, Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein, as the main character. Not going to give away too much about the book. I hope you pick it up for yourself. Check it out. Stunning art. Alan Robert actually has been doing this Killogy series for a while, and he takes likenesses from different people, different celebrities that is, and puts them in his books. But let's just say that Doyle definitely puts a hurtin' on some cannibals.
So we hope you enjoyed our top 5 list. Hey man, back up! Boy! We hope you enjoyed this little video here from us at POWcast. We wish you all a happy Halloween. Tell us your favorite movies to watch during Halloween. Leave a comment or like, and make sure to subscribe to the channel on the cookie link below. This is John Hale once again. Wish you all a very safe and happy Halloween. Thank you for tuning in to POWcast, a better blend of geek culture.